Hello there, and welcome to Bad North, a game which is basically a Winston Churchill simulator. You command a small fighting force on tiny little islands against hundreds of naval invaders whose sole aim appears to be to destroy houses. Now, the first time I played this game, I had no idea what was going on, and I made loads of mistakes. Plus, this game is hard. I can guarantee you will rage quit multiple times. So for those of you just getting into this game, or if you are considering buying it, I thought I would give you a few tips and tricks to get you started. Remember, we will never surrender. So, here is an island. Your job is to hold off the attackers. But really, your job is to protect the houses. This is because the more houses you keep alive, the more coins you get. And you know what coins win you? Prize! Well, no, upgrades. But you're gonna need upgrades. Because the enemy are gonna get really hard and really deadly really soon. Oh, and a quick tip for a beginner, unless you're a complete sadist. Make sure you tick allow level restarts. You must choose a unit type from 3 options: Pikes, Infantry or Archers. Let's have a look at their strengths and weaknesses. Infantry look awesome, like dismounted knights. However, in my opinion, they are the weakest unit type in the game. They get smashed by most enemy units, and they have the lowest damage output. Nevertheless, you always need one unit of infantry in your team to deal with enemy archers. Their shields mean they can tank archer shots and clean up shop. They're also flexible because they can attack whilst moving, making them ideal as reserve units behind the front line, ready to support where needed. I have to admit, I'm biased here. Archers are my favourite unit. You can do so much damage without losing a single man. Even if you don't destroy the enemy unit, archers kill so many that your hand-to-hand troops easily finish the job. In fact, I love archers so much that if this video gets to 100 likes, I will record a campaign where all I use is archers. I think it will be OP, so smash the like button if you want to see that. As much as I love archers, and it pains me to say this, but I think pikes are the most important unit in the game. When you come up against the big boys, pikes will save your bacon time and again. Plonk them in a bottleneck, and they will kill for fun. You can pretty much kill an entire level with one unit of pikes in a tight alley. Make sure they don't get flanked or caught moving, because they will get slaughtered immediately. But let me know in the comments which unit is your favourite and why. Let's be honest, we're all here for the upgrades. It's vital that you collect as many coins as possible to upgrade your men. This makes them harder to kill and gives them more attack power. Skills, on the other hand, are harder to use. They need very precise timing. But if you land one of these attacks, they can be devastating. I recommend the Archer special ability, Volley. This can take out an entire unit. The Infantry ability, Jump Attack, is quite situational, but can be effective. The Pike Rush is great when the enemy have grouped up in one space. You can also pick up special abilities on certain maps. Be careful to give these abilities to the most suitable unit. Finally, keep an eye on the character trait of your commanders, as these give you a subtle advantage. These range from half-price skills, getting an extra man, or increased damage. The map on Bad North is quite simple. You will move from left to right, defending island after island. The map setup is turn-based. Each commander will only be able to fight once a turn. This means that once you have 8 units, you can fight on 2 islands on a turn. If you can keep your commanders alive, this game gets so much easier. But be warned, once the turn is over, you will not be able to fight on any islands which have been greyed out. The thinner dotted line shows where the marker will move to when you click Next Turn. This means you should make a beeline for any islands with special abilities or extra commanders. These are the islands with flags for commanders or question marks for abilities. Also beware, the bigger islands are harder to defend, so save your best troops for those. A big mistake beginners make is standing on the square that a boat is going to land. This can knock you out of formation and cause heavy casualties. Get your archers to the water's edge to clear boats before they get near the land. This way you can wipe out most forces before they ever reach your shores. Make sure you pull your archers back just before the enemy lands. If your units get below half strength, use the gaps between enemy waves to replenish them in buildings. Place infantry in front of pikes, then draw the infantry back at the last minute so the enemy jumps into your spears. In the late game, you will come up against enemy archers with a huge range and devastating attacks. Hide behind buildings to mitigate your losses and then rush them with infantry. Big boys massacre infantry, whilst your archers are quite ineffective against them. Make sure you're ready with pikes, who keep them at an arm's length and kill them. Thanks for watching. Let us know any of your best tips in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing.